Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into this week's video on the Spark Your Speaking channel. Today I'm going to talk about 4 things to remember if you get discouraged when public speaking. My name is Kathy Lee and I am your public speaking coach. As with any skill you're trying to get better at, you will have your good days and your bad days and everything in between. When you have good days, you'll feel like the hard work you've put in has paid off, but I want to address what you'll do if you have bad days, because bad days can really bring us down and make us feel like we are wasting our time or that we won't be able to achieve our goals. Bad days can make us feel like we aren't meant to public speak. While harsh, these are completely normal thoughts, but we can't let them consume us. You may not think negatively like this all the time, but on the days that you do, it's important to find ways to manage your emotions and your thoughts so that you don't give up and that you keep going. My first tip is to think of the journey of learning public speaking as a roller coaster. Don't think of it as a straight line, but rather one with hills. There will be moments you'll be on top of the hill and times you'll be at the bottom of the hill. Change your frame of mind around this and just embrace it as an expectation. Don't go into this journey thinking that all will be positive all the time. Understand that there will be times of accomplishments and times of setbacks. I find having this frame of mind will ease the discouragement if you should feel it because you already expect it may happen. I mean, if you find you aren't running into as many roadblocks as you thought, that's great. But if you do, then you'll be mentally prepared and think, yeah, this is all part of the journey. Number 2, if things get overwhelming, take a break. If you're hitting a wall and can't seem to grasp a skill, or if you've come off of a really terrible talk, sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is to take a break. If you've been going hard at mastering public speaking and putting a lot of time into it to get better, and you haven't had a break in a while, this is the time to do it. There is such thing as overworking yourself, which can be counterproductive. What you want to do is find a balance between practicing, performing, and resting. Sometimes people can be on their grind too much that they forget to take breaks, but taking breaks will not only give your mind and body a rest, but it can give you some perspective as well. That break can also inspire other ideas or approaches to your public speaking that maybe you've never thought of. There is no sense pushing yourself if you're overwhelmed or burnt out. You are at your best when you've had time to rest and time to think and time to reflect. Number 3, look at progress as the bigger picture. What I mean by this is measure progress in larger milestones versus what you achieve day to day or even moment to moment. For example, if you're working on a skill, instead of seeing how much you've improved on a day-to-day basis, why don't you broaden that and look at how much you've improved on a month-to-month basis and track your progress that way? Remember when I said your journey can look like hills and you can be on top or on the bottom? If you broaden up your measure of progress, you'll have a better picture of how well you're doing versus if you examine it too frequently. Or let's say you deliver a presentation or talk, instead of measuring your progress by the number of mistakes you make or how well you're doing minute to minute, which I don't recommend, perhaps use a different measuring stick. Maybe your measure of progress can be that you resonated more with your audience compared to the last presentation, or this time you enunciated and spoke more clearly. Maybe you were able to deliver your presentation with more emotion. All those examples to measure progress are a healthier way to see how far you've come. Before we get to the last tip, I just want to thank you again for tuning in. Remember to join our public speaking community by hitting the subscribe button below to continue to get weekly public speaking and training videos all for free, and hit the bell so that you can know when I put out a new video. Okay, number 4, the moment will pass. If you are feeling discouraged or feel like you've had a setback with your public speaking, always remember that the moment you are in, the feelings that you feel will not be forever. It's our one saving grace when we experience bad times, that you won't be stuck in that moment forever. But the key is that you don't give up. It's okay to feel discouraged, but don't think for a second that you're stuck in that situation forever. You'll eventually get some clarity or that break that you need or that epiphany, whatever it is, you'll get through it. But again, the key is not to throw in the towel and say that you're done. Feel the disappointment, embrace it, know it's not forever, and then regroup and keep on keeping on. I guarantee you, you will thank yourself later. That's all for today, everyone. Just to recap, 4 things to remember if you get discouraged when public speaking. 1, that it's a roller coaster. Just assume that and expect that. Take a break if you feel too overwhelmed. Look at progress as the bigger picture, and always remember that the moment will pass. If you like this video and you found it helpful, remember to hit the like button below and share it so that other people can learn as well. If you have any questions or topic ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you'd like to learn more about the other public speaking programs that I have to offer, make sure to check out my website, sparkyourspeaking.com. See you next week.